Cinder loves water. This dog hates water. Oh my gosh, does she hate water. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to, yes sirree Bob, the RangerRob Country Living channel. Yeah, it's a semi-sparkling day at Central Oregon here. Got overcast, cooler, not quite as humid as yesterday, but yeah, it's not scorching hot yet, so that's good. And we're gonna cruise the property, kind of see what's going down, and make sure all the animals are behaving themselves. And I've got a whole bunch of boxes here that also has to go to dump. We'll be doing dump runs and Goodwill runs for the next month. So my chickens are very talkative over here. They seem pretty happy. One's on top of the wood pile here. They're all looking kind of scruffy, but they're actually improving, except one. She looks There's a lot of pecking order issues going on here. See, their water looking pretty good. Food's looking good. So the laying chickens are just hunky-dory. Alright, I gotta go check greenhouse and the other chickens, and then we go on to piggies. Well, I stopped in here in the greenhouse. Don't have a whole lot going on the floating rafts. Checking on the tomatoes, and yeah, everything's looking like it's getting ready to explode. Got some San Marinos starting to ripen here, and got one here about ready to turn. So yeah, definitely tomatoes getting ready to come out of here. And I did notice we are getting a cucumber, but I was really expecting to get a lot more cucumbers, and I don't know why. Lots of flowering. Not sure if I get a pollination problem. So I had to think about that a minute. But I don't know, maybe I should take a little paintbrush and come through here and see if I can't stimulate a little bit more germination. But I don't know what's going on, but at least one cucumber is coming. You would think it'd be just bombarding me. So one thing we did this year that's different than last year is we really pruned back the tomatoes last year, and they did really well. But this year, oh, it's actually a tomato down below here. This year we didn't prune back. We just kind of let them go nuts, just to see if there's a difference. And I definitely got a lot more bushier tomato plants, but at the same time, it's been a tough year. So we'll just kind of see how this goes. But in the next couple of weeks here, we're going to get a real taste of whether we made a good decision or not. But yeah, lots of life in here. The beans are done, and I've got a couple snap peas going on. These are not peas, these are shell beans. They're done. And then snap peas, I think they're done too. But I get enough to share with the dogs. Alright guys, got the pigs all fed. Also checked some other systems over here, and everything's doing good. Just watering the big pigs over here. Sparky decided to put his head in the way when I was dumping, so now he's got a bunch of feet on his forehead. Goofball. And Mom over here has got her food. Little ones are getting their little bites. And we have to fill up their water bowl and wallow, and they'll be all set for the day. And let's just hope it stays a little cooler like it's been predicting, but it's definitely warm. It's still in the 90s. Well guys, I'm just took care of the pigs, of course, and out here with the corn, just kind of checking them all out. Definitely got tassels, definitely got some ears starting to show up, and a couple of ears right here. Cinder? No! Cinder! No! I even got some with double the corn on them, so that's kind of cool. And I also got to make sure I got a puppy staying out of trouble. Cinder, stay out of these. Just in this last row here, and that's looking pretty impressive. Now this is the older corn. It takes like 89 days, but they're all getting their tassels up here, and then all of a sudden it gets shorter, but it's catching up. Don't know exactly why, but that's all right. As long as I get some corn, I'm happy. But yeah, it's shorter over here for some reason. And then it gets a little taller at the end. So I don't know. It might have something to do with the watering, the sunlight. I don't know. But how cool is this, guys? Corn. Well, guys, a little later in the day, actually had a chance to actually sit down, and it's been windy today, so it's all dusty out here. To watch some videos, and I got to catch up one video from Goatshaw Farms, and it's kind of funny how I get kind of mixed emotions about that. But once again, it's I loved his show and his channel, but he's had a controversy with a livestock guardian dogs that he's been trying to raise. And his first dog, Toby's awesome dog for what he wanted, so he tried to bring in another one, and things went kind of amok. And because he does videos like we do, and you kind of put yourself out there, I think his biggest victim part is probably for the breeder, because he hasn't worked out as well as he wanted it to, but he hasn't given up. It's just he's pointing out the fact that our dogs, each dog is different. For example, come here, Belle. Come here. Come here. Over here. Come here. So, this is Belle. You guys know Belle. Belle is so much different than Cinder. Now, Cinder's 10 years old, so we've had her a long time. Cinder was a tough puppy. She wasn't that tough a puppy. Cinder loves water. This dog hates water. Oh my gosh, does she hate water. And she has a natural ability for being a shepherd or herding dog. And so you'll see that a lot with our pigs. And she has a natural ability to do that. Then there's Cinder. Hi Cinder, come here. Cinder is a very loving dog, super smart, but totally different than this dog. Now in his case, he's got two of the same breeds, and they're definitely two different personalities. And I think the other thing I have a hard time relating with, however, I don't condone it or anything, I guess, or I don't know what the right wording is for that, but his dogs stay outside constantly. Now there's a lot of farms that is so necessary, and however, ours are in the house, and yes, they sleep on our bed or in our room, and they have they're spoiled, and I feel good because the noises that happen in our property, but I only have 5 acres, these dogs hear it and let us know. So if we got coyotes in the area, both of these dogs will let us know that they're out there. And but I'm not against the ones that raise their dogs outdoor either, especially if the dog's kind of built for that, like a husky or like these I don't know what they call the dogs that Goldshaw Farms has, but he's made really nice facilities for them, and he shows them a lot of love, and of course the Abby, the youngest one he's trying to train, is a little bit harder than his first dog. And like I said, my Cinder, she was a tough puppy for the first year and a half. Now she's a sweetheart. She's the best thing that ever happened. However, this German Shepherd was really a piece of cake. She was a really good puppy. However, she's got a higher energy level, and it lasts longer, and it isn't until now we're getting into her third, well, she's 2.5 years old, and she's really maturing a lot this year. And they say it can take up to 3 years with a German Shepherd. So anyway, once again, I love the Goldshaw Farm. I think some of the things like his comments and stuff that's got this breeder upset with him is because he's making clickbait kind of thumbnails with, you know, big words like disappointment or failures and things like that about his puppy. But when he does the video, it's just the opposite of that. He's very concerned and very loving with his dogs, and has, you know, put his money where his mouth is by taking good care of them, fixing a hernia, and paying a lot of money to transport his animals and stuff. And I've never paid that much for a dog before, but that takes quite a commitment. So yeah, anyway, I decided to put my 2 cents out there that it's really easy for us that do these channels to say the wrong thing, or we get so excited to try to get clicks or on our thumbnails. We make these crazy thumbnails. I've been trying to avoid that. Occasionally I'll put something out there just to get people's curiosity up, but using extreme words can really set other people off, and you may not mean anything by it, but you just look at it as entertainment or marketing, where another person goes, what do you mean you're disappointed with the dog I sold you? I guess the wording here is, if you're a creator, we always have to be cautious and have empathy for people we talk about. And I always try to talk positive about all that, all the different sites and stuff we do with. And if I can't talk positive, then probably shouldn't be talking about them. And the other thing is, if I do have something I'm concerned about, that I leave all doors open for the case that I could be wrong about my opinion, or didn't get all the facts, all that stuff. So I may talk about a little bit of the politics on the ranch, but I still leave that door open of like, maybe I'm not hearing the whole story. So yeah, as people's channels get bigger, now his channel's completely gigantic compared to mine. I guess I'm just not as cute as he is. He's got cuter dogs or something. I don't know. Anyway, he's been very successful, and I'm happy for him. But I don't know why. I was just watching that video, and for some reason I was like a little bit riled up about actually both parties. After he showed like some of the comments, or actually his comments were fine. It was actually his thumbnails that probably would have set off the breeder, and using kind of unique words, but I know why he was doing it, because of marketing and clicks, and getting you curious, like, oh, that little dog has disappointed you, I gotta hear more. Well, anyway, but anyway, that might be the area that he might want to improve on, as far as not to put such extreme thumbnails about a subject that might affect another person. And yeah, and he seems to get into a lot of those kind of controversies. Also with the hound dog hunting up there. I feel the same way he does about it and stuff, but I'm sure that there was a couple of things that he did probably to tweak them pretty good too. But anyway, I'm just saying we have to be cautious. And then you guys that are just starting out YouTube channels and or in like the homestead realm and all that stuff, you put yourself out there like this, that stuff's gonna happen. I've been very fortunate. Maybe I'm not risky enough. I don't know, but I think I'd rather kind of stay in this neutral zone than to have angry people at us for something that was really just a marketing ploy or something. But anyway, I guess better be safe than sorry. So I'll make a mistake and I'll get someone chewing me out for something, and I'll have to address that when it happens. But know that this channel tries to stay neutral, tries to leave the door open for all sides, whether it's political or just personal opinions and stuff, that try to have an open mind. Homesteading is different for everybody. How we do things, how we raise our animals, like mine are indoor and they'll sleep on the bed, and our cat's indoor, and I don't have outdoor cats. I don't have I could probably really benefit from a mouse cat stuff, but it's a mindset I'd have to change, but I'm not against it. And I certainly see why, especially bigger farms that need to be patrolled with to protect your animals and stuff. Outdoor dogs 24/7 are very necessary. And have a good farm cat. A lot of times they'll have to live in your barns or live in your garages or whatever. I'm just not used to that, but I could certainly see the benefits of it. So, because we get lots of mice and we get lots of little lizards getting into our garages and our stuff, and it would be kind of nice to have a cat maintain that a little better. And but also we got a beautiful cat that we have indoors that probably might catch a mouse, but in the long run she comes the first when the wind blows like it's doing today, she come running right to the door and come back into the house. She's not a real fearsome cat. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Goldshaw Farms. I always wish him the best. We've reached out to him to try to get him on the podcast, but the other thing he said, and he's definitely lived up to it, is not the best communicator or getting back to people like us who say, hey, we'd love to have you on the podcast. But one of these days, maybe he'll give us a chance to interview him. I think it'd be kind of fun considering we're on the West Coast, he's on the East Coast. Just exchange notes and excitement about what we do. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I want to thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Bye now. Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.